All right. Okay. Yeah. People left. Yeah, I just have one. Huh. This is not Saga Creation. Out of the mana, Prowess knocked his teeth in. Oh, really? That's funny. Which member? It's crazy they dismembered the Ragavan and not the Clarion. Right? Wild. There's a Saga with Blood Moon. Really combo out. I kill you. 10. Augers. What's where? Oh. Hmm. Ugh, this hand is significantly worse. Alright, well, I mean, playing against unplayable prowess. First hand would have been busted on. They've been to land. I'm streaking. I'm gonna streak. Although we mulligan to 5, our opponent has also just thrown away multiple resources, so. What do I think of this Prowess deck? I think it's like tier 2. I'm not even with the Prowess deck be with on a Road Breach would be really insane, I think. Like I think it punishes a lot of people for playing like slow, clunky decks in the format. But I think the deck itself is like kind of low power. Like it's playing Monastery Swift Spear. Missing on a creature there's pretty rough. With belching fetish? 100% there are. Thank you for your question. Oh. Hey. Pretty good. Alright. I also missed the Hawk to a girl. I can't believe she did a rug pull. And then just like fucked off. You sure she's doing well right now? Talk to us. Spit on that thing. I just think it's great that there's like a mini doc made about her, and then she was just like, I love everybody. And then everybody's like, yeah, that I love Hawk Tuah girl. And then I can't believe she did a rug pull. Like people thought that like she was a good thing to listen to about the fucking, you know, like that's kind of crazy, no? That's kind of wild. I reckon. When am I starting the misplaced coin? Well, I wouldn't, because it would be misplaced. But I'm bummed. I think the world would be better with more blowjob memes. I don't think we have. I almost felt sorry for her because I'm not sure she knew she was doing a bad thing. Yeah, I don't know either. That's how like it was so stupid that I wasn't sure either. Blowjob. I'm not employed. Please just concede. You're dead. You're dead. Meow. Didn't do anything, still wins the game. What's up, Tim? Is Prowess just a bad deck? No, I think Prowess is good against things that aren't Boros. We both mulled the 6. Can I name a good deck that isn't Boros? I think the Eldrazi deck's good. I think Belcher's good. I think probably it. France or Spain? France. Thank you for your question. Do I think Neoform is good? No. Thank you for your question. Wow, it is good with bombardment. Whoa. Wow. Maybe you should just subscribe. Possible. Okay. Here. So it's 1, 5, 7. The grapefruit method on stream, but you need to provide the grapefruit. Can I just show the video? Would the would the would the video get me banned? Learns better from you not the video. No, I'm not a very good teacher. Phil, if you just Google grapefruit method, you'll find it. You're a visual learner. See something cool I own? Oh my god. Fucking chatters and them wanting to be entertained. Damn grapefruit. No, grapefruits are out of... I actually don't know if grapefruits are out of season. I don't know how many cool things I own that I can show you. My own feet. I'm not showing you my feet. If it wasn't for TOS, what would you show us? I'd show you all the retro Playboys I have. Holy fuck! I'm gonna punch my computer, man. This is crazy. How do you take this long? Holy fuck, we figured it out. Holy shit. That's crazy. Insane. We made the obvious play. Alright, well, I don't have that many cool things to show you, but I did find something that I think I forgot about that I think a lot of you don't know about. I have this clown wig. I don't know where the clown nose is, but ICP toy. Magnets. How do they work? Story time. I don't have a story. Stop redeeming shit. Should we send some? No, it just takes fucking forever all the time. I don't know why. Open a pack of magic cards. I have to crack a new box. I'm gonna make him do the combo now. Like, this is crazy. He's 5 minutes less than me. It's turn 4. He shouldn't be thinking this long. I'm gonna fucking... It's been a while since I've broken it out, but I have this too. It's the 25th anniversary playmat from Pro Tour 25. Did I buy that? No, I played this Pro Tour. Well, I mean, I bought it at the Pro Tour, but... It's so expensive, isn't it? I participated, yeah, we finished 50th, I think. If I remember correctly. My Rakdos Pioneer deck, it's not together. I will wait for you. Quick cast, me. Quick. Cast Blood Moon. Yeah, I added it today. Is it one of in the side? This is game one. Your deck list updated? I just caught a Fable for it. I don't know if it's updated. I don't remember. What the fuck is the cat punching me for? Question mark. You want me to update the deck list? If 3 people say they want me to update the deck list, I'll update the deck list. How about that? Alright, 4. Okay, that's... Okay, we're back to 3. Okay, 4. Okay, 3. Last card has to be Fleshraker. That's an insane no block, by the way. All right, we're at 2. Okay, we're at 3. We're at 4. Should hit lands too. Imagine if it was like a mini Geddon. Update a different deck list. Like somebody else's deck list, or... They didn't activate their Haywire Might. Okay. Why didn't you activate your Haywire Might? What? But you only have... I mean, I guess you can... No, you can't. You need Green Source, Brood Scale now. Like before you only needed Brood Scale. Now you need a Green Source and a Brood Scale. Okay. I mean, if you have Brood Scale and you ripped the sword, I don't understand. The no blocks, no actions last turn is fucking insane. You didn't do anything with your mana at all. You didn't make a construct. You didn't use the Haywire Might. Okay. You can't activate this. If I rip a red permanent, you lose the game on the spot. Fine. What happens if I -4? You have a creature and an artifact. You have a Flesh Raker and the Blade. 6. Attack with everything. You can't kill the boys. Ult the Ajani? I don't think ulting the Ajani does anything. They just keep the Flesh Raker and the Blade. They block one of the 3 X's. Still die to Brood Scale. It's only 6 damage. Oh, it's 8 damage. They gain 2 from the Haywire. Can't believe they didn't activate that Haywire. If I jump... Okay, if I attack with everything... They'd have to double block the... Block, 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 block. Ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani. Ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani, ulti Ajani. I think this is my best line. They still have to rip. I mean, I think they're behind on board. I think they played this game pretty poorly. They also have less than 10 minutes on their clock, and this is game 1. Cryptid, eh? That's crazy. Oh, no. Alright, you're dead. What's it? 2 each? 6? Right? I'm at 8. How slow do I want to play this? I can just ult the Ajani, right? Does it actually make a difference? I want to do the thing that takes the most amount of his time. Play guide pre-combat last turn for energy. There's 2 outcomes, basically. If I'll explain in a second. He has to block both the red creatures if I don't activate the Ajani. So, if I'm gonna play the guide pre-combat for the energy, he's gonna know the last card in my hand. He might not block the 2 red tokens. Or he might leave 1 black back, and then I can, like, 0 with the Ajani with the extra creature. Obviously, I think if it's a red permanent, I just 0 pre-combat. But if he plays in a certain way, I might want a -4. Basically, I came to the conclusion that, like, if I couldn't kill him this turn, it was going to get a draw set no matter what. And all my plays lead me into a spot where I really only die to, like, combo or Walking Ballista, I think. I don't even think Walking Ballista killed me. Oh no, Walking Ballista would have killed me. But I think all the plays led to the same spot, except for the outlier being he makes a mistake and doesn't block the red things pre-combat, which is why I made that play. Fuck. And maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's a little loosey-goosey. New Saga ruling, will you keep playing Blood Moon? Yes, that's why I'm still playing Blood Moon. Why would I not play Blood Moon? Do you think that, you think Blood Moon's only good because it kills Saga? Is it possible to jump a voice to have a red permanent? Doesn't accomplish anything? Yeah, I'd have to 0 the Ajani first, though. That's the problem. It's a timing issue. Which is, like, why it was so unreal, like, how that game played out. Because if I drew a creature earlier, I drew a red permanent creature, like, it would have, like, the game would have been over. Yep, stop playing it. Good morning, Max. How are you? Blade. Broodscale. Wait, did we keep 6? We milled to 6. Okay, so we're just shoehorning it in our face, I guess. With 8 minutes on our clock. Played the Besage. Interesting. No other plays. So probably don't have another land. I might be able to, if I let the Static Prison go and I cast this Mesa, I can throw the Phlage in their face. It might not be the right play though. I don't think it is, but I could do that. What'd they do? We rumbled. Chrysalis. 2 cards. Bolt the Ajani. Bolt the Ajani. Haste the Ajani. So they didn't play the obvious card we know about. SPK command. How long do you think it'll take for him to cast it? Yeah. Another one. Is under here a sword? I want to set this up. I mean, they're probably always blocking the Pride no matter what. They have a Chrysalis. I'm worried about Emrakul. We got creature, sorcery, land, kindred. 4. That's 9. Currently have 8 in play. Bolt the Ajani. Bolt the Ajani. I think we are pretty safe. Let me count. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wait. Creature, land, sorcery, kindred, instance. We have 5, so it costs 8. And they have 7 in play. So they need a land. They have Chrysalis. I can beat an Ajani. Or I can beat a Emrakul. I can actually beat a they'd have to have an answer to this. We know one of the cards is Chrysalis. So it has to be Emrakul or combo. And if it's combo, they can't kill me. And I kill them. So it has to be Emrakul. Alright, good luck. You have 5 minutes. Cool. Probably right. Laugh you loses on YouTube. They have to be completely unfunny. Those are the worst. Interesting. So there's some amount of the time where I would just kill this and play another Pride. But I think... Oh, Blackle.
Just resubbed for 17 months. GLHF. Are any FF cards for energy?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I haven't, like, picked through the spoiler myself, so I'm not sure. Thank you for resubscribing, though. Their attack is so much worse than mine here. I'm just snap blocking. I'll block. It's never a good attack. Missing land there is a little rough, but what can you do? So I attack with everything. Their best block is actually Pride, trade with Pride, Ajani, block Cat, Cat token, block Cat token, like the 2/1. They might go for the Ajani, block Pride on Cat token, Cat Warrior token. No blocks. I don't think no blocks is correct. I think you had to make some blocks. Bolt on Ajani, bolt on Ajani, bolt on Ajani. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You got it. Every Mumford & Sons song is whining the banjo's played. Yeah, that's sick. It's I like when they do that. I like when they do it really fast. All the music sounds very similar. My favorite part about them. I don't understand they get paid actors. People, it's funny, people have asked me, like, how do you win so much with energy? My deck is good. My opponents are playing decks that are medium. And then sometimes people just make, like, weird mistakes. Like, I don't know what happened that last game. Why do you still have Ragavan? Pay people, yeah. Mistakes, quote unquote. If they didn't have removal, what if I had Ocelot Pride on turn 1? Bomba? Johnny. Three cards. think it's actually better to kill the voice here. Because Ajani doesn't do that much unless they have bombardment. If they have bombardment, I can also just purge the Ajani. I don't really have an answer to the voice of victory otherwise. And it's like always, if I kill the Ajani, they get to keep 2 and then they deal 3. If I kill this, it's like I stop them from doing 3 extra points. And then the other thing is if they just have bombardment, they don't have an answer to my graveyard. I just get to throw the Phlage in their face. If they have charm, like charm, bombardment, land on 4. They could also go pyro, discard Phlage, arena. That would be bad. Or they could go bombardment, 4th land, celestial purge or something too. That would be pretty annoying. I mean, it starts with a bombardment a lot of the time, though. What if they go 2nd Ragavan, they dash it, and then they hit my own Thraben Charm? That would be an epic moment. They did have bombardment. They didn't activate it. Interesting. It's possible I could have bolted their dome for one of those. Nah. I wonder if they drew the purge? They must have drawn the purge. There's no way. There's just no way. Right? Must have drawn it. You elected to play bombardment over purge. Imagine if these Ragavans were any other thing. Anything else. Imagine if they were literally anything else. I mean, it being a red permanent is relevant here, but not super impactful, I will say. Oh, we're throwing away our red permanent for no reason. You have another one? 3rd Ragavan? Might be greedy, but I needed to dodge a Phlage, basically. And I think this is the best way to do that. Alright. Yep. You sure why you didn't kill Ajani? Your turn to flip. Is it to flip on theirs? It's because if I bolt their Ajani, I'm really weak to a Phlage. Is the big reason. Like, they had one card in their hand. They didn't play their Ragavan. They didn't play their last card, but they threw their Ragavan away, which makes no sense. So I'm like fairly certain their last card was Ragavan. Or some other like red permanent, because there's just no way to make that attack. If it's Phlage, I don't want to flip my own Ajani into the Phlage. I could kill their Ajani if I do that, but it's like pretty bad to just jam into the Phlage there, I think. I could kill their Ajani, but like they have second Ajani. Like, I think killing the Ajani doesn't really like beat anything is kind of the thing. Like, it's kind of the weird thing about it. Like, it beats them continually having nothing, but if we both just like stare at each other, like, it doesn't do anything. I don't know if it's correct, because there's like 3 things I can do there, right? I can like flip my Ajani to kill their Ajani, but I'm weak to Phlage. I can kill their Ajani, but it doesn't do anything. I can just hold the land, which is fine. Which is like something else I was thinking about doing, or holding the spell, and then making the choice as it happens. Obviously, I get blown out by other Ajani, but that's the only punish. I mean, Bombardment's also a punish, but I'm not beating a Bombardment. Basically, like, I had to weigh like what I probably couldn't beat, I guess. So insane how badly you play. Is the mirror random? Yeah. Completely random, unfortunately. Unfortunately, completely random. Hello, Fesky. How are you? If we block with Spyro and make tokens, do we have any moves? Well, if we block with Spyro, they get their other Ajani, so they get to flip the Ajani and they get to like shoot my my Ajani, so I can just not like run into it, you know what I mean? Dispute enough to discharge the guide? I think so, yeah. Basically, like, I don't know. The play they made, from my view, looks like they are just trying to wait for most info, right? Like, you don't want to discharge because maybe I jump the guide, but jumping the guide is just so horrific. Because if you have removal, I don't want you to kill my best thing. And I want to make sure that if you have removal, it hits my bad creature. Like, forcing them to use it on the 2/1 token is so powerful here. I also got to interact with their guide. I got to waste their best waste their best creature on board. We're at like kind of board parity too. They exiled both. Why would you exile both graveyards? The only punish here is if I don't see a red land and I see a Galvanic and I want to cast a Galvanic. But I mean, I'd have to see 2 lands, and seeing 2 lands actually isn't that bad because I don't need the second land. Wow. I'm very good at Magic, you see. One, two, three, four. I think I'm supposed to kill this Voice of Victory. I could kill the Pride and jump the guide. And they attack for 4. I go to 13. It's hard for them to interact with the guide. The Ocelot Pride might actually get out of control. I don't have much desire to actually interact on their turn either, I don't think. This is actually better if they have Bombardment too, because it doesn't like flip their Ajani. If they draw Bombardment, because Bombardment would actually be insanely punishing. If your last card's Galvanic, I don't know what to say. Nope, we're just throwing. Okay. Okay. All right. New to deck. If I remember, Felix is a pretty solid player. I mean, I think I have differing opinions on Felix's play skill, but they do have like varied success. They qualified for a PT, top 8 at a GP, etc., etc. But I don't know. I don't think this is. This is the first time I've seen his name in like a very long time. A very, very long time. I don't think I want this Ajani. So I assume he might just be coming back to it. Like, he still has Ragavan post board, which is one thing that's like pretty commonly understood, I think, that you just shouldn't have in the mirror. And this has kind of been like a bit of a slaughter. I want to save this. I probably want to save it. I don't really care that much. $20 lands, 40 moats. Yeah. Maybe I had to quit due to fire. I think he quit. Last time I talked to him was like 2 years ago at some random face open. Maybe it was 2.5 or 3 now. Time is weird, but he was like going to school. I think he was focusing on like doing school stuff, as far as I know. Like, that's what I remember. So I assume he just, like, I don't know. This attacks. Oh, I guess you just have to make this attack because you're never blocking. Alright, well, I have lethal on board. Oh, I guess it's not on board because my land was tapped, but I ripped lethal. I ripped lethal and trying a land. It used to be F2, F6. Or it used to be the F keys, and there's an update where it went from the F keys to 1 through whatever 10. And I personally changed mine back to the F keys because that's what I was used to, but mine is F2 and F6. They milled to 6. You have no main deck wraths. No, you should wait. You're a fish. You're a fish. Glub 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 glub. What's this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, so I can flash her back. I have to deal with the board. I could save the prison and just use the surveil land. That might be better. I could also hit the cat token. 0. Nah, I think it's better to do this. Kill the token. Not try to get too fancy with it. No need to. Is Villain playing Twin? No, John. Sven, Sveeder Sven is... I don't know how to say it other than, like, blue-red brainworms that are, like... But, like, nothing good. Like, here. I'm looking at... This is their most recent deck list. If you look up their deck list on Goldfish, it's, like, a pile of... I don't know how to say it. Like, he just loves bad blue-red cards. Like, unironically, like, that's his personality. And just like the funniest thing about this list is like, okay, like some of these things are fine, but like 3 steam vents, 1 river pyre verge. What is happening? Why aren't you playing the 4th steam vents over the verge, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. We have 3 counterspell and only 2 expressive iteration. Expressive iteration has to be the best card in your deck. Why only 2 fables? And why a Hornlocked Whale over a Fable? Like, I understand having a wizard count, but we should probably cap out on 4 Snapcasters before we go for trainers. You know? Also, like, our sideboard grindy planeswalkers to fairy Temporal Pilgrim. Notable. Bomb. We have a Stone of Eric. Which is, I think, just worse than a Lantern. We only have 1 Consigned to Memory, but we have 2 Summary Dismissal. You know, like, I gotta go back to looking at this deck this 1 second. Okay. No, I have purges. They have 3 island, 1 mountain. Yeah, I can't really play Blood Moon here. I don't know, man. Consign is like 400 ticks. True. You got me. I'm all for, like, if you want to play, like, not a tier 1 deck, or you don't want to play, like, a known deck, go for it. But, you should play the good cards. I've lost to him before. We have an Endearing Innocence. Yeah, but, I'm only doing something stupid once. Also, fuck you, McWin Sauce. How about that? Fuck you. Fuck you. Also just doesn't have any pyros. I think it's best to Phlage. Sorcery speed. It's the big thing, I think. I don't care much to dash this Ragavan right now. Maybe I should just try to cash in the value when I can. I don't know. Where's is it, Charm? Sink into Stupor. They put a Thunder Trap trainer in their bin. Interesting. Alright, they have Unholy Heat. Okay. Two, three, four. Okay. So any fetch land is good. I actually can't fire this off in case I have snap. Pretty good too. What's the play? We Shadow Realm villain for counterspell art. That's what you want to Shadow Realm them for? Not for their deck building? What's the reasoning for not Ghost Vacuuming? They have Snapcaster in their deck. If I Ghost Vacuum first, they just like always get to snap something. So otherwise, like, there's like no reason to Ghost Vacuum also. There's no benefit to it. Threaten to choke the opponent. What? Relax. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, show me. Something good? Ooh. Ooh, that is something good. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. Oh. You don't say. Probably supposed to kill the wizard, just in case they draw another Flames of Anor. So we get so lucky on this stream? What? Lucky. Lucky. Ghost Vacuum Phlage GG. That is a line we can take, yeah. Depends on what they grab here. Yeah, if they grab Flames, like, we don't really have that option, I don't think. And your cards do things, yeah. Yeah, my cards do a lot of things. They do run into issues when they can't really fetch. Yeah. I think they have... I mean, they have 2 more islands left in their deck, but if they go to 3... We know their last card's Flames. Double Trainer? Sure. Alright. Why not fetch for Phlage? I think it's just very likely to lead me to a spot that loses me the game. Like, and it's just like... The most likely way I lose this game is by jamming Phlage there and dying. Whereas, like, we know they have Flames. If I draw 2 spells off these Thunder Trap trainers and I have 2 creatures in play, I'm just, like, ahead. And then I don't lose the game if they just have an answer to Phlage. I also don't think that I have to make Phlage that turn. Because we have a bit more breathing room. I also don't want to go to 7. Like, if my opponent just has, like, Flames into Counterspell or any interaction for the Phlage before it hits the board, I lose the opportunity to Ghost Vacuum. I don't lose the opportunity to Phlage if I Ghost Vacuum this turn. You're like, oh, this is obviously the win. I'm just going to jam it. What if it's not obviously the win? You have to, like, try to, like, squeeze the value out of your cards. That's how decks like these win. You just jam into their shit and you're like, ah, you're dead. It's like, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, I have so much mana. I don't know if it really matters if I did it like this. I guess I just didn't have it. Love Island? Do I look like a Love Island enjoyer? Do I look like I would survive on the Love Island? No, no talisman is nice. Uh, you respect women too much, only let them get past the island. True. True. Interesting. 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 One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I guess it is better to just run this then. Seems like an insane block. What do I know though? I could have just killed it and attacked with both. I killed it with the charm and then fetched surveilled. This Thraben Charm might be like one of the only ways I have to interact with an Emrakul also. But I think... I mean, we drew 3 lands afterwards. I was gonna say, I think this is one of the ways like we can actually like kind of break parity and get ahead, but... If those are their cards, like I don't really necessarily care. Two? Right? This song fucking sucks. They have a Chalice in play. Good draw. Instant creature, Kindred. There's a chance I want to kill something else. Instant creature, Kindred. Instant creature, Kindred. Cost 10. Okay, command. This is a good outcome for me. They're wasting a K command and hitting a token with it. They left it on top. Okay. They should not play me. I don't think... I mean, they can't currently play Emrakul. Okay. That looks embarrassing. All these songs suck. Maybe. Unlikely. I think these are bad. Sires. Probably get outclassed pretty fast. Roger decent, but that's embarrassing against energy, yeah. Am I a Mac Miller fan? Yeah. RIP. There's a new Hot Mulligan song. To Is It Cutter with all the new FF Dex cards. Yeah. No chalice, that's nice. And we drew a good one. Let's go. I think this is highest possible. Like, I think this is gonna lead me to the most outcomes that are positive for me. A little punished. Not my favorite. Actually, jump the Ajani. Very rare jump the Ajani angle. Oh, this kills me. It does. If we drew a third land, we win that game very easily. Jesus, we were never winning. Right. We both mulled the 6. You're trying during an instance. How's it been? I have not cast the card. I mulled the 5. That's nice. I have not cast the card. Casting a K command. Putting the 23rd land, your Boros Energy. No, playing less than 23 lands is insane. Straight up, it's fucking crazy. They drew the chalice? Oh, it's an unclaimed territory. This is a pithing needle, right? The last card is 6 mana. It's probably a Sire. An F6 in case they have Bog, I guess. Okay. You're dead to Phlage no matter what. Their attack a lot worse. So 3 to 4. Makes another Ajani lethal. we're short. Short of damage. Well, I mean, if this is how we're gonna lose, the way she goes, I guess. We have outs. But, pretty dead. Alright, I mean, I don't know. I think I outplayed my opponent. We drew very poorly. I think we got very, very unlucky. I don't know what else I could do, really. Really unlucky. Playing in the zoo. Good hand. I'm just having some leftover pizza. I'm gonna have to go grocery shopping after this. What's the zoo matchup like? I think it's pretty good for energy. Pizza stoner straight from the fridge. No, I ordered this a few days ago. Yesterday, I guess. Alright, never mind, we're playing frog, I guess. I'm jamming this first. You have force? You can't haste voice. You mean next turn? That's a pretty bad play. Wow. Why bomb over voice? I hit the Oculus, so if they have to reanimate. It's like kind of like just like a evaluation flip, basically. Like, I mean, they're getting insanely lucky here, but if they have spell snare, I want them to counter the bombardment. So I have to evaluate what their turn 2 play is. If it's frog, I have to like try to set up to not get rolled by a frog. If it's counter spell, I have to figure out a way to like not get rolled by counter spell, right? So if it's frog, I want to try to like have my Galvanic be the best it can. If it's not frog and it's counter spell, I want to make sure this guide stays in play. If it's just like a bunch of spot removal and like a Murktide later in the game, like I want to try to like set it up so I have board presence. So the cards they could have is like Counterspell, Fatal Push, etc., etc. Bombardment plays around Spell Snare. It makes their plays for later in the game worse. If it resolves, and it also interacts with Frog the best. If they do have Spell Snare into Frog, I can still like make the choice to like try to set up killing a frog, right? So both voice and bombardment are pretty important on this board. I mean, they high rolled a bit where they thought Scoured and hit an abhorrent Oculus. Why didn't they block? Like if this was their line and they didn't spike the Oculus, I think we're just beating them every single time. You know what I mean? But it's just like a, I don't know if equity line or equity play is the right idea, but the idea is that trying to evaluate what I can beat and the best way to beat it and what's the most unbeatable thing. Fetch land is actually a reason to play this land last turn. Alright, well. You have like consign? Nope, just dead. My soundboard working? Gotta have a soundboard thing for this, right? Did you hear that? You didn't. Oh, it's unfortunate. Let's try now.
He can't keep getting away with it!
What, a person with a hole in their throat? Yeah. It's a pretty bad clip. I have, try... Rock.
It's called hentai.
And it's art. Rock. Brought in Harbinger. The bonus deck is not built very well. I thought about playing the prison, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that's the right play. I want to bait them a bit more, I think. Crazy reason. I don't think that line is good. I don't think it does anything. Do we not discharge to see if they're dumped their hand then prison? What happens if they just let the frog die? What happens if they just say, I like my hand? Or what happens if they discard an Oculus? And then go reanimate. They discarded a Harbinger, which is very good on this board. So it's very obvious they have at least one Unearth, right? If they want to give this frog flying, they have to discard a card and exile some cards in their hand, right? Otherwise, their attacks are very bad. The other thing is if I miss on a land, I'm now stuck with a play I have to make, which is Ajani. Where now, this puts them in a position where their best play is not that good, and the play I'm making isn't bad. Like, it's not like I'm losing a bunch of value. If you just jam Static Prison and Discharge there, the next play they make is going to be so punishing for you if it's Reanimate Harbinger. If you're just like, they've discarded EE. and they're like gonna give it flying now, which is just insane, right? You have to think about like, let me put it this way: when you think about how you're moving forward to win the game, you at some point you're not generating. It's not just trying to win the game. You're trying to get value, right? You're trying to generate value. Every play you make is like a value exchange, and there's opportunity cost in that. So if every play is a value exchange, you have to like sort of start to decide when the value exchange is worth it and when you can like decide to make a play now or later, and exchange the value for that. So like the play I made last turn, I'm deciding that I'm making the same value play, like putting Ajani into play or playing Static Prison plus Galvanic. Very similar value play. The value that I gain the following turn is that I now have like the opportunity to like play into what they're very obviously representing, right? So like if I do this first, I have no value play in these on attacking on 3. I have no value play in putting these into play because they aren't in play. So I can't like start pressuring the board as if like I can't attack with a Ajani on turn 3 if I don't have it in play on turn 2, right? Whereas like the play I just made, which was hit their frog, kill other creature, is like exact same thing, but I got in 3 more points of damage. I got an extra attack. I also wasted a lot of their resources. They got rid of an EE to attack with a frog. You know how good EE would be on this board right now? It would be insane. Well, it's not about board pressure. It's about like, it's about value plays. If you compare turn 2 to turn 3, it's about like what way can I like generate the most amount of value out of these plays. I know I'm casting this Static Prison, this Galvanic over these 2 turns. Am I punished that much for not casting it on 2? No. Actually, like, we actually probably stay at a similar board state. Okay. Is it better for me to cast it on turn 3 then? Like, yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, my opponent also played game 1 and game 2 like shit. That's the other thing. Yeah, it is like chess and setting up favorable advantages. It's about like you're trying to play to like the moment you understand how you win the game, right? Everything in the game should be figuring out how to set that up the best and how to like do that while your opponent plays against you. Once you sort of like figure out that dance, you just, that's magic. And then there's just variance involved. You have to be wary of sinking a stupor somewhat. God, my opponent's deck is so bad. Is this lethal? 7, you go to 6. I play the other one. So I guess I just flip both. Okay, let me think. 6, you're at 6. You're at 5, I 0. No, I'm short a point. Yeah. Better to shoot you first. So it's 3, 4, 3, throws 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, is that lethal? They're at 8. Go to 5. I throw 1. You go to 4. I 0. You go to 2. I throw. You die. Okay. Gotta make sure I don't misclick on the new Ajani. It should be the outermost one. One to keep. Someone said, hi, misplaced Ginger. You think they're gonna bag for a concession? What kind of Eldrazi? Keep. TK. Only one Ancient Stirring? We got 2 Unholy Heat, 1k return. Hmm. I think I'm leading this Guy of Souls. TK? Oh, okay. Better for me. Oh, you have oh, we have Lightning Bolt today. We should have colluded to do ego redeems. No, no colluding. Need to stretch. Another stage streamers player gets 3 minutes to collude on who wins the match. No. Shut up. Four, five, six, seven. Been to Ghost Quarter. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. I have to keep the treasure. I have to keep the treasure, and I have to keep the Goblin Shaman. They have to have Kozilek's return. Like, only Kozilek's return. And I still am pretty good against that. They have 2 card types in their graveyard. 7 mana. Nine mana. Lethal. Gotta be close, right? Pretty sure it is. Doing this before. They have TKs.
You ever wonder if opponents forget about voice? Like they just have it but forgot? I forget about it. It's in my deck. Yeah. I forget about it all the time. I played against Nassif in the Creator Showdown last month, and I cast an Orim's Chant on my turn to prevent him from casting a counterspell when I had Voice of Victory in play. I won that match. It didn't matter. Playing Living with Scholar, yeah, he was playing the Sultai version. They turned one Surveil land, kept it on top. Oh, I wish this was a Ragavan. I think I just have to shatter that. What is it? Where? Oh, I really want to listen to this one. Banger. Alright, give me an untap land. Actually, yeah, an untap land. You pull me closer, the backseat, you're over. We ain't never getting older. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. Look how good is the day. I forgot why I left you. I was insane. We beat to death. Which Blink-182 song do you think she's referring to? Oh god, I've never thought about it like that. Never thought about that. Well, I can see it if my opponent asks. No. Why would I do that? Oh, I didn't realize my opponent from last round sent me a message when we weren't paying attention and then complained about me top decking Phlage in game 1 as if they didn't throw. Like they played so terribly game 1. So funny. Another top 8? No. Traumatize him for life. I just traumatize him to play better next time. Alright, I have 4 card types, and Emrakul costs 9. They get cast an Emrakul if their last card's Emrakul. It's an Emrakul. Alright. What an insane run out. You had to go exactly Ancient Stirrings into Eldrazi Temple. Oh my god. So insane. Just beg for a scoop. We're not that far behind. We have an answer to this Emrakul. They can't kill us here. We know the last card in their hands is Micah Spawn. I don't think they can kill us. No, they put us to like 5 or something. Not bring in Orim's Chant this matchup? No, why would I bring in Orim's Chant? What does Orim's Chant do? We were dead, I think, or one off? No, we're quite a few off. There's no way we were dead. Not even close to one. And gain the life. What? Prevents the opponent from casting spells on their turn and cast. True. They did play the bombardment, yeah. I don't know if it's better. I don't know. Playing the bombardment certainly puts me in a spot that's a lot easier for me to lose from. You chant them and hope your board is big enough to. I do that against Eldrazi. No, that's a really bad idea. If they're untapping with 7 to 8 mana and you're not dead, and you can afford to chant them, something has gone horribly wrong. Also, if that card has to be chant for you to win, so wishful thinking. Like, that card could be anything. If you're in such a demanding position, you should just be able to beat them. What if they just cast a Kozilek's command on your turn? Consign in the side? I mean, it certainly is greedy. That is probably like the definition of greedy. Nah, I can't try to finesse this. Unfortunately, I cannot try to finesse this. I don't think. Alright, any creature. Any creature, please. Any creature. Any creature, please. Any creature. Caught in the wind drama. No, bro. No, bro. Another Devourer. Okay. Makes my block better. Alright, any creature. Any creature. Any creature. Any creature. No consideration for putting Pride on the microspawn and double pinging it, sack after blocks? No. I mean, I thought about it. That's what I thought, but I think that play is really bad if they have literally anything. I also just like throw away. I throw away a block to kill a 3/3. Like, this is 12 damage over 2 turns, or 2 blockers. This is 6 damage over 2 turns, or I can afford to choose to not block it once. So, currently, if I were to block here, I'd go to 5. If these two were my only creatures, I'd be forced to block the Chrysalis, and, well, I wouldn't be forced to block the Chrysalis, but I'd still be forced to block here, so I'd be abyssing something. And the exchange is that they get to keep a 3/3. I can also just make that play this turn, right? Not worth spot. Alright. I draw a 1-drop. Exactly, discharge, just leave the right. Or another Pride. Well, they have an Emrakul, right? Like, the Emrakul's coming back. So, I can draw... If I throw them all at their face, I'm short of damage. Unless I draw a 1-drop. A 1-drop or a Galvanic. If I kill the Mycospawn and I attack with the Phlage, the Pride makes 2 tokens, which is 3 anyways. So I think that's actually the right play. Doing this. Short of damage, I believe. JK, it's 4. Was lethal with 7 Phlage, Ocelot, and Token. No, it wasn't. I had to. No, I was a point short. No, we were at 4. Yeah, we were at 4 because I blocked. Take Myco spawn damage. Then I can't fetch Surveil. What pack will I open next? I only have Ether Drift. You can go back and watch it, but I wasn't at 4 unless I block, and if I block, I have the choice to. Yeah, Merciless Trample. Urza's Legacy. Those have got to be hard to find, right? Yeah, you're at 3. It was only, yeah, that was the only play. Well, I could not block and then I can't fetch, but if I'm looking to fetch bin a Phlage or find an Ajani as an actual out or a way to like generate energy or something. I needed to spike the turn after was the thing. I had a lot of outs to do so. They mulled the 6. Won't even let you use your Twitch Prime on mobile? Unlucky. Unlucky for me. Any primers in chat? Why isn't there a Portugal the woman? These are the questions that I just would never be able to think of myself, chat, and that's why I keep you around. Cannot handle the ads. Nice.
48
We love
10%
subscribers.
for 2 months. Couldn't handle the ads.
Appreciate you subscribing. Any subscribers in chat? Hello, Canister. How are you? I mean, I don't think I can get greedy here. Uses lab.
Can't keep getting.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is not trivial. Probably trivial. I don't know. Howdy Forest? Wow. Double K return. What's your opponent on? Zoo, I think. How's Enduring Innocence looking? I mean, it's pretty cute. I haven't cast it. I guess I cast it and it got countered immediately or killed? Exiled? Whatever. Got sternly scolded. I love it. Land? Alright, give me a land. Give me a land. My opponent's being greedy. Give me a land. Give me a land. My opponent's being greedy. My opponent's being greedy. Give me a land. Give me a land. Give me a land. Hmm. Passion different miles away. Passion with those things you say. Little punish for. Well, I mean, it's only because I played a dry land. Idle for Enduring and Pride? No. That's such a bad play. What if we just draw 2 lands? What happens if you just draw 2 lands afterwards? We just lose so much. Like, why are we throwing away all these resources when we don't need to? You know? I don't think there's much reason to do that. I don't think there's much reason to do that. It gives an extra shot next turn lane if you whiff. Do anything. I don't think it really does much. Sort of the thing. The Enduring just creates no board pressure. I think the turn I didn't play the Pride. I could have just played the Pride. Them having second Draco is certainly very punishing. Not much done about that, I don't think. You bet on me losing this match? What? We're not behind. We're not behind in the match. We're behind this game, obviously, but. Alright. Could have killed Innocence to draw one more card. Oh. Sure, with the trigger. I didn't think about that. Yeah, maybe I could have set up the turn where they played the second Scion a bit better. Ravnica at war. Maybe hit me with flash fires? Yeah. Yeah. Funny card that flash fires. Weird. Yeah, I gotta have a Phlage. I think there are a lot of spots where I want to leave that on top. Maybe I don't. Can't fetch. Must be Phlage. I guess I could have Wrath of the Skies. Purge me. Okay, fine. We won't listen to this. Fuck. You want to listen to some Trilogy? I love Trilogy. Can't play this right now. Fuck. Where is it? Here it is. Why can't I play this right now? What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Won't let me play anything. They don't have the rights to it? Fuck you. What the hell? I gotta fucking decide. Pin binding, yeah, that means either they have a bunch of other removal, or they need lands. So I didn't play this because of Phlage. I think it's a pretty obvious Phlage. You could also have something like Wrath of the Skies. Well, I can't. I don't know. I think I need to put this guy into Souls into play, or else I'm going to discard it to Pyro at some point. So. There's like a very small window where I need to find a third land, like 2 draw steps. And if I miss on third land and 2 draw steps, I think I'm losing the game no matter what. So losing this guide to this Phlage here is not that big of a deal. Land, please. Not the game being over if I draw a land. Just sniping this guy's hand. I mean, you can just tell what they're playing. Like, you just think about it. Like, it's very obvious. I don't know. I've played this deck enough, and I understand what they could have. Like, it's just very... I don't know. It just feels like I'm the greatest to ever do it, obviously. Alright. We get a flip again. Come on. Sometimes it's not your day. Please grab the Hollowed Fountain and let me rip a land. Please have fucking Stubborn Denial and let me draw a land. You play so badly. I mean, I guess you could have the third ley line, but whatever. Oh, it doesn't even do anything. You have Wear Tear. Now we just have to find a way to close the game before they can draw out of this. Possible I'm just supposed to charge it and then discard the Phlage to the Pyro. And I'm getting a little too greedy with my cards here. Not that I could flash back the Phlage this turn anyways, but... Immediately punished. Yeah, that was the punish. Exactly, Fable. Is Enduring working well? I haven't really cast it. Discarding that discharge was really bad. I should have just not cast. No, I mean, I don't know. Fable's like the only punish. I could have just discarding the. I mean, I just draw a bunch of lands. Am I not casting the Pyro? Am I just waiting? Like, what if they just draw a land? Whatever. It's not that bad, actually, I guess. It just seems that bad because I discarded exactly discharge, draw 3 lands. But there's like no good way to deal with this Goblin Shaman unless I just decide to not cast my spells. Not a winning play. Unfortunately. They're taking 100. Well, they can just choose to not kill the moon until my turn, right? They can just choose to cast Phlage first. And they also have 5 cards in their hand and haven't been playing anything. They discarded land Phlage also, so it's like... I don't know why they're thinking about lightning bolting this. This makes no sense. They could just not have an answer to Blood Moon and they need this Goblin Shaman to stick around. Like they have a territorial Kavu or something. Because they don't have that many answers to Moon. I assume they have like a few Wear Tears. They have 2 other Leyline Bindings. I have to brick pretty hard here. Here. They're baiting us for arena. That's I can't beat an arena. There's no reason to bait me. There's just nothing. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't beat an arena. What? Fuck. Okay, you got me. Ah. Unlucky. Just thinking out loud. I mean, I don't know. I just feel that I've played this game very well. That's all. What's up, Swearholes? How are you? Who's St. Peter? Do I look religious to you? Do I look like I fucking know who that is? Tribal Flames is Seasoned Pyro? Do you have act like what? Rest in peace? Alright, man. One, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 13, 14. There are 9 lands left in my library. I have like no good draws here. Like so many just dead draws, just cards that just don't do anything. Like a bombardment into Because I already used both my pyros. Bolting me is crazy. Alright, if I can go Fable into Pride Bombardment, I think I can win. Or Wear Tear would have also been decent. Alright, we're at 10. 7. Bolting. Whatever. 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 Rival Flames kill me. Well,